forget that Pistons Bulls series
Mhm.
where I think it was Isaiah Thomas. It was an elimination game, and they had eliminated. I think they had eliminated the Bulls, or it was game six. I don't know which one it was, but Isaiah specifically said to his team, "Show none of you guys show love to the Bulls. We're gonna walk past them. We ain't gonna shake their hands. We're not gonna give them props. We're just gonna walk past them and not congratulate them for nothing." And I remember, I'm like, yo, that's the way it should be nowadays. Like that angst towards your opponent. If you get kicked out, I'm not showing you no love. Like you just ended my season. You ended our playoff run.
I get it.
I'm gonna give you a back up with 8 minutes left.
No, not even. End of the game. The series is done. It's not a. Now I get it because they made the whole thing of the Pistons doing it. And
Mhm.
my thing was the only thing was it was like you had no issue doing it with them when you were winning. Not say it's the first time you met.
Even so,
No,
if remember
no, but
the
that makes you a sore. Now
hold
it
on a
makes you a
second.
sore loser.
But the
Bulls tapped them up every time too.
hold on a second. But how much time did the Pistons eliminate the Bulls prior to?
I think it was 3.
Okay, so then you can understand the angst between the two teams. If you're getting eliminated,
But you're not.
I can understand. Listen, I'm not going to shake your hand.
I just got eliminated by you 3 times and shook your hand. You had no issue shaking my hand when you won. Now that we did it to you, you can't just give a little respect. Like, you know what? You finally did it.
No.
Now you're a sore loser. You're a sore loser. So now, so then you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing when it was done. I know it was done.
I'm gonna gloat instead of congratulate.
Huh?
I'm gonna gloat instead of congratulate.
If you were the Bulls?
If I'm the Pistons, so if I'm the
Yeah.
Pistons,
Now you just lost. You already won 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
All right, and you had no problem at the end of the game.
Yeah, if I'm the Pistons, I'm not shaking your hand. Huh.
Okay.
I want to make it. I want to make it 4. I want to make it 5.
And you did it. So
And if you're my arch enemy, I am not congratulating. No matter how much times I want to get you before.
all right. I'm just saying that's cool. Just don't congratulate anyone when you win too. Don't daff up and don't laugh, don't smile, don't do none of that because you look like a hypocrite now.
True, I agree.
Right? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you playing the game now, you winning and everything's now you lose. Like, give me my ball. I'm leaving. You going home.
See, for me,
I'm not saying you have to still be all friendly with it. Just it's just simple. All right.
See, I'm looking at what prior to this, I saw Anthony Edwards like a ball killer, like he was a dog.
When he's winning.
Like, yeah, and he was that trash talk.
It's all of them.
After seeing that at the end, I mean, yes, it's a form of respect, but
Nah,
I look
that's giving up.
Yeah,
That's not even that's disrespect to your teammates.
that's right.
And that's giving up.
Yeah.
You're just 8 minutes and you're telling me 20 in this supposed to be skilled league who can hit everyone can hit threes. What is 20 points to you in 8 minutes?
That's a lot of time.
You hit 2, 3. You're down by what? 14? That's 6 points. You're down by 14.
Yeah.
And you can do that in a minute. You hit a 3, play D, get it back, hit another 3.
I'm gonna dig deep into the NBA encyclopedia. And remember that game between Houston and San Antonio, where T-Max scored like
13 or 30 seconds, 31 seconds.
In how many seconds?
You do that, you're down. You're down by what now? 7.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, in that locker room, regardless if Ant-Man is a superstar or the leader of the team, if I'm a teammate of his, I'm mentioning something. I'm like, yo, bro, what was up with that?
Oh,
you know what I mean? If I'm his teammate, right? So if I'm his teammate and we're back in the locker room after the game is done, I'd question that. I'm like, yo, what was with you dapping up the other players like that? Like
I'm not even asking to dap him. I'm like, why are you quitting?
Yeah.
Why are you quitting?
Yeah. And he's supposed to be the leader of the team, right?
I don't care if it's 50 and you got 8. Why are you quitting? Take the beating for the rest of the game. I be mad at yourself. Be mad at your team, if anything, if you want to be. If you're the ones only doing things.
Yeah.
Be mad at whoever you need to be mad at. But you don't go over there and say, oh, great game. And do what? What did you do? Go back and sit on a bench? You might as well just go back and leave and just leave the whole freaking stadium.
That's true. I mean, I would expect, and you know what? In the same light, I remember a few years ago, and it may sound hypocritical, but you remember when LeBron was getting heat for leaving the game early before the game was done, and we were like, "Oh, he's a sore loser for not congratulating their opponents or not staying with his teammates. He just leaves."
Yeah,
Like he was pissed.
yeah.
I I could understand that more.
Stay to the end. If you're not gonna,
I can respect that more than someone going over to the team and shaking their hand thinking this that. Even though it's a sore loser move for him to leave his teammates on the floor like that with a few minutes left in the game, and we're talking about LeBron, right? I can respect him leaving early in a game like that as opposed to my star player going to the opposing team in an elimination game.
I don't know if I could take either one. I know what you're saying. I know you can't think.
It's a little bit more respectable than the other.
I don't know.
You can
At
understand
the end of the day, it's both of them. It's the disrespect to your teammates.
Right, but you can understand why LeBron would be pissed. You can
I
understand.
understand why you're pissed, but why are you leaving now?
Yeah,
We have to stay out here.
yeah.
You get to go back there because what? You're upset. You're what? You want to go back there to blame us and say it's because you didn't have help?
True.
Is that what it is? Like, why are you leaving? Just sit on the bench. Even if you just sat on the bench and didn't get up to congratulate anyone, and we got up, we walked off, and you just stay sitting there, I can respect that.
Yeah, I got you.
You think, hopefully, you're thinking about what the hell just happened, what you need to do to make this not happen again. But you stayed and sat through what's happening.
Right.
You didn't leave and go and say, "Well, I didn't see them celebrate last." No, you need to watch them celebrate. You need to watch them celebrate.
Yeah. Soak it in. Wins or loss, soak it in. It only makes you better for the following season, right?
You need to watch them celebrate.
So in a kind of like a segue, since we're talking about LeBron, we're gonna switch over now to entertainment, more or less music. We're gonna talk about Drake. Now, Drake had some, I guess you want to call it a revenge tour with those 3 albums, and one of his victims is LeBron James. All right. And so Drake came out, what was it yesterday or 2 days ago? With
15th.
15th? With a 3-album package titled Iceman, forgive me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Hababiti, and Maid of Honor. Right? Now, I did get a chance to skim through some songs yesterday on Spotify. And
Is that what you're giving it?
you're giving it a thumbs down?
Oh no, I'm asking, is that what are you giving it? Are you giving
Listen,
it?
listen.
Or are you giving it?
It looks like you already said.
Are you giving? Oh no, are you giving it?
It was a 3-pack of mid, yo.
Listen, I'll say this.
Pack of lint? Damn. So
Okay.
the other end, you're giving him the booze.
Okay. Well, I'll put it this way. Considering Jake's previous projects, I wouldn't just consider it up to par. I would think this is a step back. Again, I didn't listen to every song, but for the majority of the songs, I did get a chance to listen to a few songs from each on Spotify. And to me, it just sounds the mood just sounds the same, song after song after song, album to album to album. And like I was talking with TJ off screen, he had 2 years to come up with something really
2 years.
2 years to come up with a real masterpiece, right? And to me, it just sounds like it fell flat a little bit. Too much melodies, a lot of too much singing, and it really wasn't that going for the gut punch that you were looking for as a, I guess, quote unquote comeback tour against, the industry. But I mean, regardless, he's making his money. I think TJ, you were saying that it's top. His songs made top 50 already.
All of his songs
On the album made top 50 on Spotify.
Yeah, Billboard
streaming.
top 50. Yeah.
So shout out to him. He's gonna make his money anyways. But as a
first
fan, after listening to the songs, I was a little bit disappointed. I think that he could have done a little bit better. Could have done a little bit better. That's my opinion. So you sound like you're more disappointed than I am.
No, listen, no, I'm not gonna be one of those. I'll give my half skim through review, so it's not a full review. I did not listen to it lyrically, so this is not based on lyrics. Maybe lyrically, it's everything you need or everything you want because he's might be saying what you need to hear.
Yeah.
But like you said, there's only one of them I listened to. I think it was the Iceman one,
Mm.
right? Just skimming through the tracks, and mood wise, again, like I said, it felt the same monotone, I don't know,
Yep.
type vibe. I'm pretty sure there's some up and down. There were a couple up
There's a
upbeat
couple upbeat
tracks,
tracks there.
something like that. But yeah, it felt like the same. I don't know, tragedy or
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like it's
I,
it didn't make me skip because back in the day, that's what you would kind of do, right? Like we're gonna bring you guys back in a time when you used to go to the Music World or HMV, and they'd have these stations where you can listen
mm,
to an album,
yeah,
the CD.
yeah.
You can listen to it in the store. Now, if you had a lot of time, you knew your parents or whoever you were with is going to be away for a while, you can sit there and maybe listen to the whole album.
Mm.
But most of the time, it's a skim through,
Yeah.
right? You can't really take in all of the lyrics the way you want to. So what needs to catch you is everything else. And that didn't catch me to say, hey, let me listen more to it. Maybe later on I might, but again, I haven't really listened to all of Drake's albums. You know what I mean?
So, do you at this point, if this is, are we seeing the downfall? Are we officially seeing the downfall of Drake? Do you think, or do you think he still has something left?
I don't want to say it's a downfall. I just think it's
His peak, his peak, his peak.
yeah, everyone hits a peak. He's probably peaked from time. He's just maintaining his peak. Maybe now he's gonna drop a little bit down,
Mhm.
but the way the industry is now, I can't say because there's so many fly by night people. He doesn't. It could seem like he's down here, but then all these other artists come out. They're not doing anything to make him stay
Mhm.
really be down here. It's just here. They come, and when he's ready, he'll drop something, whether it's good or bad, because everything else is mediocre or whatever,
Yeah.
except for the one or few who pop.
Yeah.
His stuff's still gonna sell again, right?
Good point. And I've always compared Drake to like McDonald's. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you don't
Mm,
like McDonald's products.
mm.
If McDonald's comes out with the burger one year and it's
That's
not
right.
par or that it's crap, it really doesn't do anything to McDonald's money flow. Like
Yeah,
McDonald's is still gonna make its money. It's gonna be the king of fast food,
they'll
regardless.
they'll make it. They'll probably make back what they want on you just saying, "Let me try it."
Exactly.
On whoever says, "Let me just try it,"
Exactly.
and then they'll make profit on the ones who do like it.
Exactly. And I think
So
in that breath, Drake is somewhat the same. He's still gonna make his money. He's still gonna retain his popularity. Um, but as far as all the collaborations now that he was used to in the past, that happening in the future, and him coming up with a hit album, I think he still has at least one more in him that he can do.
mm,
But as far as these three, from at first listen, I don't think it's it. But I mean, shout out to all the Drake fans out there. I mean, I'm a Drake fan myself, but
what?
I just don't think this
See,
this met the mark.
two things. Just think about now what I think he could have done. I ain't no marketing genius, so yeah, obviously. Um, he should have either promote the Iceman like he did,
You tried. Yeah.
drop it, but drop the other two a little bit after. See what the vibe is on the ice one. Don't let anyone know, right? If everyone was loving it, drop the next one. Just drop it on them.
But again,
Because if they're wanting more, right? Just drop it on them, right?
but after
And then if anything, however, whether they like the second or third one, you can still just drop. I mean, the second one,
Yeah.
you can just drop the third one regardless if you want, right? Because it's okay, whatever vibe. If they don't like it, you'd be like, all right, see what you like on this one.
Yeah.
I think it's the three at one time. It's so much music coming out at once.
But when I was talking to TJ after, I think, and I think I heard Joe Budden talk about in this podcast. I think I get the reasoning behind it. I think he just wants to get out of his contract. I get, is it with Universal he's with?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know that he has to hit a certain benchmark before he can
I get it.
do whatever. So
but not-
dropping them all at once kind of expedites that.
Yeah, but not. But right now,
Mhm.
the
It's just too much.
no, it the what do you the word? What's the word? The way the atmosphere is right now.
Mhm.
do that.
You can't flip the market like that.
After the battle.
Mm.
Regardless of if people say they don't want to hear, they want to hear his side of it. Whether it's how he was feeling then
Mhm.
or how he feels right now,
Yeah.
within the gap from then to now,
Yeah.
people are going to want to hear. You don't have to make the whole album about it, but you make a song that says, "Here, this is my take on it," and after this, we're done, kind of.
But even
Right?
2 years later, is that something that you want to hear? 2 years
Yeah.
removed from the book, you still want to hear that?
I want to hear something. I just want to hear. I want to hear. I don't want the attacking him. I want to hear what your real take on it was. How he's talking about the people who turned on him. Yeah, name who turned on him. I want to know what it was, what it is they did. How they turned on you. Who wasn't this and this. So now when they start coming back later on for features, I know.
I got you.
Right? Like,
I got you.
I'm saying, I don't want to hear a whole album. I don't want all 3 albums all about Kendrick.
Mm.
No.
That's-
Or all about just the beef.
Mm.
But if maybe a 1 track on each album is about it, or a line in a couple verses talks about whoever was in it, whoever jumped in, and whoever turned their backs on you, cool. People say what they want. They're just trying to front because they want the likes, they want this, so they're trying to say something different than what everyone else might be saying. Right?
I got you.
But I think he should have what I think he should have done was, now, everyone was trying to do the comparisons to the King.
And you?
What you should have done was drop a 9-track album.
Yeah.
What bangers on it. It's 9 strong. You can give your 1 gal tune. You give your rap tune that every man's has been begging from you that they want. You can do your collab track. You can do a reggae track. You can do a Spanish track.
He did do a
Give
reggae
them one of everything on that album, but give them your best top bars. And that's it. Why do we need? I know back in the day, yeah, they still lots, but even then, sometimes it was like, this was a lot for me to move to. But back then, they had the interlude to the skit, so it wasn't really. You might have seen 20 tracks, but maybe 8 of those were interludes, an intro, an outro, right, and some interludes here and there. So maybe 12 were actual songs, right? But
and
now,
to be honest, out of that 12, probably like 3 at most would make the radio.
yeah, depending on who you were, you could maybe get 4, depending. But yeah, three superstars get
4 plays on the radio.
One you get 2
Yeah.
is because one did very good, right?
4 did.
And in the strength of 2, you could get 3, right? But yeah,
Speaking of MJ, and again, TJ brought this up, and we're gonna talk about it real quick. We said that we said that this can be a sign, a negative sign that things that may come to Drake, and we're talking about. We're not wishing him any bad will at all, right? Anything to happen to him,
with MJ,
right? But we talked about. I think Joy mentioned it as well on his podcast, saying that when someone plans to go independent after having such a publicized war with their with their music company, their marketing team, whatever the case may be, it leads to them dying after, or something happened to them after, right? So do you think Drake is making too much enemies in the wrong place? And if he does decide to go independent, his life is, I know it's extreme, but do you think his life is in danger? Do you think that his music is similar to what again happened to?
I don't think his life is in danger unless there's stuff we don't know about behind the scenes and stuff. But music industry wise, stars aren't going to do anything. They're just
like I was telling people,
right? Unless there's some stuff behind, along with the music, but behind the music too.
Yeah.
Then that's what's going to make the issue, not necessarily the 2 artists or whatever it is.
I was telling TJ, it's a good thing that he's Jewish, and that's probably the thing that saved him.
What I think he needs to do, when you go independent, you need to, like people have been saying and been bringing up, by the label, you got how many guys here, even the OGs that you came back and did an OVO thing for them. Gather them all up.
I can see that.
Make them put money in. I'm not saying you fund everything and just have them there to run things. Let them put some money in so they will stick to. They will actually put in work.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can fund 51% of it. Let them fund the other 49% to come up with. Start a label and you start bringing guys out. You don't have to drop music. You do that, then you can drop something maybe in the next whatever you want to do, because people may want to hear from you now.
Yeah, and I think we could have.
But to stay relevant,
Yeah.
you gotta do a label and don't. It's gonna be hard, but you can't have the white man strong arming it behind the scenes.
Well, I mean, again, if he goes independent, he doesn't have to
You
worry.
got that. Listen. You got money. You got other things. I know if you go to some one guy with all the money, you can accumulate most of the money yourself, if anything, or whatever. But nah, man. If you're really talking about putting people on, you want to get back to the city stuff, you get people from the city to put on the label or whatever it is. That you get the artists to invest in some way. If they can't invest, all right, then you can work for the label, whatever it is. You work for the label. Here it is. You can run this department, this, and this, and you do it that way. I think I'm not saying it's that easy, but if you had started this from, I've been hearing about this 5 to 10 years now, maybe. You could have been at some type of point. It doesn't mean everything has to be up and structured in 1 year. Gradually build it up.
I get you.
Start it, and if you want anything, you start it. After a year of you getting everything settled and stuff, give it into the hands of the people in Toronto or the Cardinal, and Cardinal works at a label. You can put it in his hands.
I know that there's.
You got Chaclair, you got Michimi, you got Maestro.
I could be wrong. Because I don't know how these artists deal with each other, but I think there's a rift there between him and Cardinal and a lot of the Toronto artists. I don't think there's been a real vibe.